Mine no.
All right.
Did you do it? Oh, let me hear it. I'm hitting stop share thing. Stop share screen. If I can find it. After this, you will. You better hurry up. I'm just going to hit this button and put it together. God, only jump down the plane. I don't know about all that.
Hey, Jack, shoot me a YouTube link to this because I don't have this.
Hold on, I got it.
Hold on, right here.
Let's see, beats me. There you go.
Thanks, man.
Stop share button.
What kind of live chat is that? I've never seen a live chat. This is...
Yeah, me either. I was doing the same thing going, what the blue fuck?
What is this, dude? This is not a live chat. It doesn't even take you to the channel.
It's just the side chat. Oh.
That ain't no side chat, brother.
I just linked you up with the side chat.
Shut down.
That ain't no side chat.
Oh, well, huh?
Here, let me check Cargo. Yeah, thank you, Cargo. Cargo sent it. Thank you, huh?
Yes, you are.
I got
You can pop out the chat, G. And that's what I sent you. Is the
shut down.
out chat.
It screwed everything up. That's all right.
There we go.
What the hell is my channel?
It's saying they're still waiting for you to go live.
I'm seeing it.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I see it.
It says live. I got the live chat.
Yeah, I got the live chat also.
Yeah.
You got 6 ones, 7
Yeah,
ones.
but the video and audio isn't playing.
Well, you need the right video. Here you go. This is the one I'm watching. Same link.
Yeah,
like
the original link that was sent out was taking us back to that in honor of Woody Numbers page.
Here, I'll send it to you, brother.
Yeah.
I got it right now. I'm looking at it now.
Tell me if you need it again, Patch. I'll send it to you.
Thank you, brother.
You got
I
it,
see
brother.
you talking.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, okay, I got it now. I didn't have it.
No
Both
problem.
of them, neither did I, Voodoo.
But it changed. I brought you all on, and when you all came in, it changes after we go live. That's what it does.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Jesse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV. This is your boy, Jesse the Jackhammer. Also over here in the side corner by the ice cream, hiding in the corner, Chuck Taylor. Please come on in. There's 10 people watching. Come on in, guys. Please join the chat. We're going to have a good conversation. Please interact with us tonight. We would like for everybody to interact on the panel and even in the chat. So we want to thank each and everybody that is here tonight.
I always get guard the ice cream.
You always got to guard the ice cream. That's not unfortunate.
I'm an ice cream guardian.
Yeah. So tonight we're going to talk about how parents let their kids do what they want to do. Leave the kids unattended when they really need a parent. Basically, when they're underage, minors, and parents let them go get by with things that they don't need to get by with, like stealing cars, trash in stores. It shouldn't happen. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And kids out fighting, and the parents don't care. Parents lock the kids out of the home, make them go outside and keep them outside if it's cold or whatever. And that's just nonsense. That's craziness.
There you go, Brother Angel.
So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Make sure everybody smashes that like button. Make sure everybody shares out on your social medias, please. Please hit that share button, share it out on all your social medias. So maybe somebody out there is not watching something, being bored, and they can actually come in and join us tonight and have fun. And if there is a child that comes through, let's not block them. Let's not ban them, time them out. Just say, hey, this is an adult stream. You're welcome to come back tomorrow. But just don't ban them or anything. Don't time them out. Just tell them that they're welcome to come back tomorrow. This is for only adults and adults only. So what I'm doing now, I am sharing all my social medias while you all were doing that now.
Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We're ready to hammer this out.
Brother Hondo, come to us up on the panel, brother.
I just sent you a link, Hondo.
Can't have the Legion of Doom without Brother Hondo.
No,
That's
sir.
right. That's right.
What is up, brothers and sisters? This is the Man Who Refused to Die. Thank you, Brother Jesse, for having the Legion up on your panel. We're going to have ourselves a fun evening this evening. We're going to take over like usual.
There's the hand.
We'll wait for all the Legions of Doom to get up here on the panel.
That's my wife. She said, Dewey said, there's the hand.
Hello, Tracy. How are you?
Jess said, how are you, Tracy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm lovely. Thank you. Wait for everybody to come on up here. That's supposed to be up here with you all.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to do something different for my channel. I'm putting a picture of Tracy and I on the channel going forward. That way, when they see her hand, they'll know who the hell they're talking to. When they hear that voice off in the distance, they're like, who the hell is that person? Well, that's his old lady. Yeah, she's a Legion of Doom cheerleader.
So we're waiting for Honda.
By association.
We're waiting for another person here, Patch.
Oh, we can go ahead and kick it off. Hondo, get on when Hondo gets on, brother.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
here's one there.
So, anyways, so you want to move to the living room? I can bring you in. Okay, I can hear you too. Okay, that's fine. So, I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of parents not there attending their child's even young ages, you know, and let their young ages do what they want to do, you know, throwing rocks at cars or, you know, stealing from stores and crazy stuff, you know, and the mother's never there for this at all. What's everybody's thought about this?
Well, can I tell you a story what happened to me with my ex-wife and my son?
Go ahead.
2014, I get a call from the deputy sheriff. They come to my house. Hadn't seen my son in 5 years, and I get a call that he literally burned a school down hanging out with MS-13 up in Richmond, Virginia. And the judge, when I went to court, long story short, when I went to court, the judge wants to know how come I wasn't there to be a participant in his upbringing. And I said, look, you know, she's got full custody. I had no control over that. So for that to happen, I had to be the nice guy and say everything's fine, everything's lovely, that everything has been taken care of. But he got out of it because they had found keys to the school from a subcontractor doing the cleaning. They got away with it. And my thoughts on it is like, you know, it's bad. And I think that I needed to be held accountable for it. But how can I, when I'm not there in the area of operations, to even be a father to that child?
Right. Anybody else?
Beat that kid's ass. Teach him some damn discipline.
That's what the
I
mothers,
learned.
that's what the parents are for. That's what they need to do. You
I
know,
fucked up and stole some silly putty one time and got my ass beat.
My personal opinion is that parents need to step up and start being parents again.
We are.
And they need to take back that authority and that parental figure that they're supposed to be away from the state. Because if you look at it, the system has pretty much been designed to strip parents away from any and all responsibility and accountability of the children, and to raise the children that we have now. I mean, parents are just babysitters, and the state tells us what we can, what we can't do, what to do with our children. It empowers children to override the parents. So to me, the start of this, for parents to do something to correct it, would be, number one, to take their power back from the state. And then once they do that, is to start, being parents and rearing their children properly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say something real quick, Angel, because I agree with you on almost every point. Problem is also the parents of nowadays. I'm not talking our generation necessarily, but the new ones coming up don't know how to fucking be parents.
They're kids.
They're fucking kids having kids who want to be friends with their kids, and these psychobabble bullshit tells everybody you got to be buddies with your child. And when you're a buddy with your child, there's no authority there. There's no, you got to be afraid of mom and daddy, even if they've never beat your ass.
It's some damn hippies, man. They were smoking wacky weed and stuff back in the day.
You're correct, and that's why I say that there's different steps to it. And the first step, in my opinion, is to take back the power. Okay, we got to put the state and the government in check, and then when they do that, parents. That's right, and parents have to start being parents. And by starting to being parents, meaning that they have to learn if they don't know how, they have to try things and see what works and what doesn't work. Be willing to try new things, and basically, they need to. It's going to be progressive. It's not going to happen all at once.
No, I agree with you. That's what I was saying. They took it from us, but now when you go to try and do anything, the kids are having kids at such a younger age now. It's almost like it's going back 150 years where kids were having kids at 15 because they're only living to be 40 if they were lucky. And they're doing that now, and now everybody's growing up with. I got a 14-year-old niece who just had a kid. She got pregnant when she was 13.
Yeah, but a lot of that is also because of that, because the system enables it and at times encourages it. So once we get rid of that hopefully should start slowing down. What's up?
Say what now?
Are we going to talk about this all night?
Probably, and this is the topic for the evening on Jesse's show.
Have a good night.
Well, JD Knight 7 says, given all these technologies to kids causing them to rebel against the parents, or is a lack of discipline by the parents? My 2 cents. And then JD, we want everybody in the chat to interact with this conversation, with this topic tonight. We invite anybody. And Ben says parents are too soft in some cases. It can work, but it depends on the child personally from a young age. That's from their interaction with us. Hey, Jessica Rabbit. Do you all agree with that?
I'm trying to find the comment. Trying to find a comment so I can read it.
He said parents are too soft in some cases. It can work, but it depends on a child's personality from a young age. No, I don't agree with you. Not at all, Ben. We're the ones that dictate what our child's personality starts off being. They don't have a personality when they first come out of the womb. And for the first 2 years, they're pretty much a sponge. They soak up whatever we give them. Then they start developing a personality based on their interactions with other people.
Well, I think I think children are born with certain inherent personality traits. And I've personally seen that. So there is certain genetic, and you could also have some disabilities that might be there, some learning problems, autism, whatever it may be. So those are all factors to take into it. But I do agree that, yes, parents have to, at an early age, basically from the beginning, to start instilling the proper morals, values, principles, guide children. And if they do it properly, and that they should stick with the child through its lifetime.
Do you all agree with JD? What he said? So I'm not giving all these technology to kids, causing them to rebel against the parents. Or is the lack of discipline by the parents.
I don't necessarily think it's a lack of discipline by the parents. It's a lack of being able to discipline. As Angel said, the state has taken so many rights away from parents and giving all these rights to kids who can't even tell which, make a decision of who's gonna, what they're gonna wear if they go to school the next day. But they're giving these decisions on whether mom and daddy are being too hard on them, or pushing them too much, or pushing them too fast. It's crazy. And it's not a matter of us not being disciplinarians. It's a matter of when we do discipline, they can call the state and say, my mommy and daddy are beating me up, or say any number of horrendous things about us, and the state automatically assumes the kid is telling the truth and the kid is right, and the parents get in trouble for trying to discipline their kids and make them a decent human being.
Can I ask you guys a question, since you guys are all in the States and I'm obviously not?
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same over there, but over here, in certain places, if you ground your kid for longer than 2 weeks, they can actually charge you with confinement. Do you guys have that there or no?
I've not heard of that. Never heard of that here either. It's possible we could have it, but I've never heard of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous, by the way. I just got to mention that. That's a ridiculous law.
It is.
Yeah, I'd say.
Hey, Patch.
What, brother?
You go ahead and read what Beth Simmons said right there, because there's something I won't be able to understand, the word I won't be able to say.
All right. My grandson's autistic, and we do have to deal with him a little different than the other, but he still gets disciplined. And that's what it amounts to, Beth, is you have to make sure the discipline doesn't matter what sort of special situations they have. Life doesn't care about their special situations. They still have to try and fit in with life. Otherwise, life leaves them behind. Half of our prisons are the way they are because they have people who have mental issues who are in prison, and they were never taught, hey, I have these issues. I've got to do these things to make sure my issues are taken care of, but I still got to follow the rules, And I agree with you. You got to deal with them differently, but you can't just give in to them because they have issues.
And that's another thing I want to expand on to what you just said, Patch. I agree with you. To expand on that is years ago, when you had a child who had difficulties and needs, whether they were mental or physical, you address the needs and you custom tailor, to the children's needs, but you don't treat them different. You don't sit there like, today's society, if a child is different, immediately he's, put to the side, is pointed out, we got to treat him with a fluffy pillow all the time.
Yeah, kid gloves and pat them on the ass.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous because what you're actually doing is you yourself are segregating that child, and preparing them for a life of segregation their entire life because of whatever differences they may have. And I don't agree with that. I think that, you should try to be as inclusive as possible and don't sit there and promote whatever handicap that child may have. Yes, you address it, you deal with it properly, but don't sit there and promote it to where the child's going to grow up where you have all these people today where it's like, God, you got to have each person has an individual group just for themselves because they can't be grouped together.
That's why in high school I hung out with everybody.
Go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
No, I said in high school, you always hung out with the blacks or the whites or the jocks or the rednecks. I hung out with everybody.
Hell yeah.
I made sure I sat with everybody and showed respect to equally to everyone.
Ben, I have to disagree with you because if a child is 7 years old and acting out, and if there are parents out there trying to help the child at that age, and he ain't gonna be a dick when he's 50 because he's gonna learn discipline from his parents, at a young age, and he's gonna know that he shouldn't be doing this or doing that in public, and be listening to his parents. He ain't gonna be a dick when he's 50, once he's taught right.
I was at my son's school. I was at my 10-year-old soccer game. Sorry, brother Patch, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're fine, G. Go for it, my brother.
But real quick, my brother, I was at a soccer game, Mitchell, and this fucking 500-pound lady had two boys. One was playing, the other one was just sitting around, and then she had like a 7 or 8 month old little baby in the chair, and her fat ass was sitting there, Mitch, while the kid was playing soccer. The kid was crying. The other kid didn't. She didn't know where the other one was. And she's on her fat ass on her cell phone talking to fucking Betty about the fucking Kardashians and who she's fucking and yada, yada, yada. The kid's screaming and crying, and we're not talking 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We're talking about over an hour. Over an hour of not paying attention to your kids. Finally, I got up and I said, are you going to pay attention to your kids, or do we need to call a babysitter for your fucking lazy ass? It's laziness. The parents today are lazy. They don't want to interact with their kids. They want to give them iPads, cell phones, and say, go stay busy. How about read a book? How about going outside? Get away from your fucking devices. Go ahead, brother.
Because when we was kids, our parents did the same shit, though. They set us in front of the television or sent us out in the backyard so we wouldn't be in their hair. Now they're just doing the same shit, except they're sitting in the same room. Yeah. Problem is, and Ben, I'm sorry, I kind of agree with Ben. If a kid is a dick by 7 or 10 years old, they're still going to be a dick once they get older. Because once you've hit that 7-year-old mark, they start taking on the personalities of the people around them at school and their friends, and that's when they start to learn how to be an asshole in real life. Mm-hmm. And if they're already doing that at 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, they're going to continue doing that all the way up to the day they die. Mm-hmm. You might get a little bit better as they get older, because we kind of all learn to chill out as we get older, because I'm not the same guy I was 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have them with the right rules and the right morals by 7, 8 years old, it's almost an uphill battle.
Before that, that's too late. 7, 8 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what Ben was saying. That by 7 or 8 years old, if they're a dick by 7 or 8, they're going to be a dick when they're 50, and I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
But I got to interject and say that for the most part, I would say 60% yes, I agree with that. But if the parents, if they're dedicated enough and loving enough, the child can be corrected. Now, granted, it will have certain, personality traits that are ingrained permanently. Can't learn. I mean, it still can be corrected, but again, it comes down to the parents. How much are they willing to sacrifice and suffer and deal with to do the right thing in raising and correcting the bad deeds in that child? But it also works the other way around. You could have a child who's a wonderful child raised in a loving home, and not a damn thing wrong, or that could be considered wrong, done to that child, and he can grow up to be the biggest dick in the world. So it can go both ways. But I still think that, in just my personal opinion, that 7, 8, 10 years old, the child still can be corrected. It's just going to be a lot more work and very difficult, and that the chances are slim. The margin is slim, but it still can be done if the parents apply themselves and really care and love that child.
Put in that work. Put in that work, baby.
Yeah, put in that work pretty much.
Oh my God.
I agree.
I'll tell you guys something too. Like, when it comes to the parents and putting in work and the time, like you said, if you don't do that, and one parent, like if there's one parent that does and one parent that doesn't, most kids will grow up having resentment towards the one who did.
Yep.
Because of that, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, they like to be on their phones or their electronics or whatever. But I can guarantee you, if you actually like sit down and talk to your kid and be like, hey, you know what? You want to spend time together? You want to go out and do something? Like, until they get to a certain age, they're almost always going to say yes. You know what I mean? Then they get to a point where their friends are more important, obviously. But,
And then they're going to start to rebel, Cargo. That's right. That's a good point.
That's it. Exactly, right? So you have to make the time. And if you can't make the time, then you shouldn't have made the time to do what you had to do to have them in the first place.
That's right.
Exactly.
Abandoned Missouri says my parents spanked me with a belt when I was out of line. They didn't beat me. It was just on the butt, and I usually had to stand in the corner for a period of time, or I was grounded for a time. And
prime example. Look how Dewey turned out. Abandoned Columbia is Dewey, brother Jesse. That's Dewey. Yeah, look how Dewey turned out. But no, and I agree with you. If you don't have the time to be there for your kid, you should be having one. But the problem with that is a lot of times when we were younger, we were young and dumb. We had kids, and back then it was difficult to make it on one salary. Now it's difficult to make it on 4 salaries with both parents working 2 jobs. But when you had the kid, it wasn't that way. you're more solvent when you first have the kid, and a few years into it, shit goes south and shit goes to, through the ceiling. So it's really hard to do that.
Well, and I want to address that because I hear that a lot. When it comes to more than just parenting, you hear that a lot, especially with the economy being so bad and the media lying about it. But again, I think that comes down to individual sacrifice of the parents, because, when people say, well, both parents have to be out working or else they can't meet the bills, and, you got to do all this and that. And you know what? No, it's not that you have to sit there and both parents have to be working. It's that you need to change your lifestyle. You need to make a decision of, what's more important in your life and prioritize. Sit there and put your children and your marriage and your family first. You know what? You may have to stick with the same car for, 5, 10, 12 years rather than have a new lease every 2 years. You may have to downsize to a smaller house or an apartment rather than having a fancy house and keeping up. But at least now with a smaller budget, only one parent has to work and the other one can be at home taking care and watching over those children and the family in general. So I really disagree with the notion of, well, nowadays both parents have to work and all. No, I don't think so. It's the consumerism that has been brainwashed into American society that we need to buy and spend money and have things. And none of that is needed, because you can lose all that in a blink. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Anything material can be gone in the blink of an eye, but your family is your family. And that should be the most treasured thing in your life.
That's
right.
And
I would agree with you.
That's right. Amen.
Depending on where you live, brother. I live just outside LA. My apartment, without the deal that we got for our apartment, would be almost $2,000 a month.
Oh, no.
Fuck me.
A studio apartment.
Studio apartment here
is
$1,900 a month. That's
Well,
one.
that's 2,000. You must say $2,000.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our apartment. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. This would be close to $4,000 a month. And that's just a low rent. This is a low rent apartment complex. So $4,000 a month, even at the current wages of $10, $12 an hour, you're still not making enough just to cover the rent. So you're working 2 jobs, and your wife's got to work 2 jobs so you can have the money for groceries, gas, the utilities. Your salary is going, both your salaries are going just to pay the rent. Shit here in Tennessee, I could do a whole lot with the money that I make every month for my Social Security. I could do a whole hell of a lot in Tennessee that I can't do here because shit's so much more expensive.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. That's why I said you have to make a decision and prioritize in your life. So if you're in a situation where you could barely stay afloat because of the state, you're the city or whatever you're living in, then you can move to another part of the state or to a different state if need be. But again, that comes to priorities. What is more important? Is living somewhere and being in that location more important, and having to work 2 jobs, or, the opposite? That's why I said it all comes down to prioritizing and an individual decision. But the options are there. The options are there. It's not like people don't have options.
My point was, though, that we'll expand upon that particular scenario. Yeah, you have the option to just stay where you're at or go someplace else. Problem with going someplace else is it's 5 times the amount just to move from. Say, I want to move. We're going to move back to Tennessee in 3 years when the girls are out of school, because the schooling that they're going through here, we have them in homeschooling. We can't do that in Tennessee, and I don't like the way public schools work. So we're keeping them in homeschooling. That's a sacrifice we're making to stay here so they can finish their schooling. And their grandparents are here and other family members are here. But just to move, if I wanted to move, say, from here back to Tennessee and take what little bit of stuff that we actually have, it's going to cost me a few grand just to do the move across country, not to mention a few grand just to get into another place.
Yeah, easy.
It's much easier to stay where you're at, knowing the evil that you got here, as opposed to trying to save 10 grand.
That's why they say, Brother Patch, the devil you know is better than the one you don't know.
That's true.
Right, but that's why I say that the option is there, though. The option is there. You have the option to save the 10 grand. You have the option to say, well, maybe not Tennessee, maybe Indiana, whatever, some other. But the thing is, we have options. Now, you made your decision and you're sticking by it, and that's fine. I respect that. And again, it's everybody's individual. It's their individual choice. All I'm trying to remind people is that you're not boxed in. It's requirements. You're on house arrest or whatever. You can't take because you're divorced or whatever. That's different. What I'm talking about in general, as a family, you do have an option. And if that means sacrificing and not eating out at all, and eating rice and beans every day of the week so you can save that 10 grand, it can be difficult for months, but in the long run, it will, you know, it will be worth it. You have to sacrifice, and that's something that people nowadays
don't want to do.
People don't want to do it. They don't know what the word sacrifice truly means. To sacrifice themselves, their comfort, you know. And I'm just saying, there's an option out there. That's all I'm trying to say, Pat. You know,
there's stubbornness. They don't want to change their lifestyles for their loved ones.
No, and I agree with that. But see, that's not the majority of people, though. The majority of people are stuck in a situation where the options are not options. I mean, I know people that are dirt poor who are busting their ass every day just to survive. They can't save $20 because they're not going out to eat. All the bills, money's going on bills. They got health shit going on. The way the economy, if the economy got better, those options would be more attainable. But without the economy getting better, and without jobs getting better, and money getting better, and less government interaction and less government taxation, a lot of these people are doomed to be stuck in the same rut.
Okay, but even with that, like you said, with people, you know, being poor and stuff, you know, I live in the hood, okay? The part that I live in the city that I live in South Florida, you know, my section of this city is considered the worst section of the entire city by the cops, where the cops even tell me, you're crazy for walking around this place at night. Okay, to give you an idea, what do I see when I go out there? What do I see when I go to stores, when I go to groceries? You got people who are out there, or people who are on WIC and government assistance, but you know what never fails? It never fails to see them walking around with a cell phone. That cell phone costs money, okay? So that's something that can be given up. They have cars, okay? New cars, okay? They have the latest gadgets. They have the latest clothing. They have the latest this. You go to their home, they're living in the ghetto, but yet they have
Mercedes-Benz,
flat screen TV. They've got, you know, internet, they've got a computer, they've got cable, they've got, you know, all these things that are not necessary to live. You don't need all that stuff. You don't need to have a flat screen. You don't need to have 500 channels on your TV. Hell, you shouldn't even have a TV nowadays in your home, especially with children. Okay. So if people, and I've met this and I've seen this, and again, I know personally of this without going too much into detail of sacrifice and losing, but I can tell you right now that if people look hard enough, there's a lot that you can trim out of your budget that you don't need to survive. It's just you think you need it, or you may just want it. But the option is there. There are options. Again, there are. And our children are suffering because of this, unfortunately.
Well, the biggest reason our children are suffering is because the government made it so that you wanted to have these things or needed to have these things. Most of those cell phones you're getting now are government phones. My wife just got one given to her by somebody because I'm on disability. I don't need it. It's not costing me anything, but it's free. You know, they make money because now the government's taking a piece of the funding for that phone from the company. But yeah, no, I agree with you. People, when I first moved out to California, we were talking about getting her son a car, and I was looking for a beater, right? Nobody knows what the fuck a beater is here. Most of these cars out here are fucking like, they look brand new. And where I come from, you know, you see a lot of beater automobiles, even down to beater pickup trucks and shit. You know, first-time cars for kids who are doing construction. Couldn't find one here to save your life. And I was shocked by that. The first couple of times I seen a beater truck, I was like, oh, dude. So there's a beater. But that's like the one beater out of the entire neighborhood. So, yeah, I agree with you. Those particular situations, those people can make choices. But for the average person who's not really doing anything extraordinary as far as going out, you know, entertainment, they're living very frugally, it's still almost impossible, and those options are not options because the cost of living seems to be going down while the cost of living seems to be going up while the wages are going down. It costs you 10 times more to live than it did just 10 years ago. You know, in Tennessee, I could get by with making $2,500 a month just off of wrestling and pay my bills and pay my travel expenses. Now you can't touch travel expenses and shit like that for under $5,000 a month. So you got to work extra shows, work extra towns just to be able to maintain the same lifestyle you had 10 years ago. And that's a fact. So, options are options, but when the options aren't viable, they don't become options anymore. They become pipe dreams. And that's solely because of our government and putting us on
that's
the
solely,
government.
that's no, it's not even the government's fault. And you know how much I love the government, but no, I'm not going to put the blame on government on this one. I'm going to put the blame on us because we allowed it to happen. We allow it and continue to allow it to happen. And worst of all, we go along with it. We allow ourselves to be brainwashed to being a nation of consumers and just consumerism is our God. And, we allow the government to put these restrictions and all that. Hence why I said, in the beginning of the chat that, as parents, to repair our families, the first thing we need to do is get rid of the state. But notice I didn't just say, well, the state to say, no, the first thing we need to do is we as a people, get the numbers together. And we need to, put the brakes to the state and take away that power that we've given them and not be part of that system. So it falls on us. Ultimately, it falls on us.
Now, to add on to Beth Simmons' comment she said earlier, she says they have to explain to their son why he's being punished because you have to get his attention. Basically, I guess he's autism and stuff, but any child, you got to get their attention no matter what, so they can understand why they're being punished and what's going on.
And that's fine. That's individually tailoring to the child's needs, which is a plus. It's an excellent plus that they're doing that because most people nowadays don't even know how to do that. So that's awesome that they're doing that.
Beth Sim says, where did it go? Oh, come on. Where did it? Just had it. She says they. I'm trying to find that comment. Where in the heck did it go?
Billy, you're going to hell, you little peckerhead. Quit your shenanigans in the chat. Ain't no man but actually going on with me, dude. You better watch out, boy.
Uh-oh, the angry Amish man put Hunter's in here. My nemesis.
Man, but
Beth Sim says they give him Legos and puzzles and coloring books to keep him busy. He also has chores like the others, and he listens very good.
And that's another thing. Growing up, for example, growing up, we didn't watch that much TV. We were maybe allowed about, I'm thinking we're, really young when it counted, maybe an hour a day, and it was basically either like one show or 2 half-hour shows, like The Bionic Man, SWAT, or something like that, Wonder Woman, whatever.
Man.
Yeah, like that's it, but what were we doing as soon as we got home? Did our homework, did whatever, and we were out. We were out till our mother called us and said, time for dinner. And then we came home and it was time to get ready for bed, school, whatever the next day. So, I was very fortunate in that I was constantly out playing, the weekends. We weren't in the backyard. We were in the front running around. So, like I said, rarely did we sit down in front of the TV. And, and that's one thing our parents did, that they encouraged that. It's like, go read a book. Every time I was a white kid, do you have a question? Let's sit down with the encyclopedia, and that's what my parents did, literally. And it got to the point that growing up, I would get bored and I would read the encyclopedia to occupy my time. And again, that's something that you don't see today. It's like, oh, give the kid a computer, give them a tablet, give them their phone, and walk away. Go into a restaurant today and look at your average family sitting there. You'll see the parents and the children all on their phones, rather than sitting there and conversing and talking. And
we were just watching a commercial where people were sitting at a table talking to, playing on their phones, and somebody in the background of the commercial said, you guys could talk to each other.
You can put down your phones.
You can put down your phones and talk to each other. Everybody looked up from their phones and just started laughing, went back to their phones. A commercial. So yeah, you're right. I agree with you 100% on that, Angel.
It's sad. It literally tears my heart when I see this. I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, my kids know when we go out for dinner with the family, no phones allowed. I don't have my phone out. Hubby doesn't have his out, and they don't either. You know what I mean? But yeah, you look around and you see everybody like that, and it's like, what the heck are you doing? Like, it just makes me shake my head. They're missing so much.
Yeah, and it's because, like somebody said earlier, the parents want to be reading the news about the Kardashians and the latest crap. So it's like, hey, leave me alone while I'm reading, or the social media. Well, I got to check my Facebook. I got to do this. So they don't want to pay attention to the children because, they want to catch up on social media, and relationships on the electronic device are nothing like the relationships that are right there next to them.
Well, the problem with that is we've even made it down to where people find their mates online, and that's really, it wasn't this way 10 years ago. 5 years ago, it wasn't the same as it is now, where everybody's got to be hooked up and jacked in and turned on. And the problem is with technology, it's only getting worse.
That's from the Matrix.
That's all by design. That's the thing, though. That's all by design.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying but 5 years ago, it wasn't that way. So people are now more concerned about the relationship with somebody in Japan than they are with the chick they've been talking to at school or at work for the past 6 months. Because online you could be anything.
Well, there's so many tests that have been done, and if you look out there, you'll find them where they have done the research, and they show that, yeah, society is basically, being changed and manipulated, where our friendships and just our stimuli in general, we're being retrained and to look for that stimuli out of electronic components. People nowadays will say, oh my God, I'm a very popular person. I have so many friends. Look at my online accounts, right? I got like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 followers. But yet you put that same person in a room with 20 other, regular people there, and they can't socialize, or they can't hold a relationship, or they, because again, those skills are being made extinct when it comes to human beings. We are literally being programmed to be totally different. And that is being taken away from us psychologically. The brain is being re-educated. And it's going to be a permanent loss.
It is. Pappy says,
I agree.
Pappy says, I was a lot lenient on our kids, and they turned out good. My daughter's a nurse. My son's a state trooper. And Tony says, my front yard was Old Bayshore Freeway, Highway 101. Ride bikes, skateboards, family was our whole neighborhood. Everybody knew everyone.
And that's another thing. Growing up, we knew not only our neighbors, but we knew the people, blocks around us. Maybe we didn't sit there and go to dinner or whatever, but we knew everybody by first name, blocks around us. We interacted with our neighbors. We had block parties, stuff like that. But that's another thing you don't see anymore. Everybody, because they're plugged in and they want to live in a virtual world, they ignore the real world, and nobody wants to speak with anybody. Nobody wants to associate, and they just go and do their own thing.
Right. When I was growing up, we used to have 20 kids. We'd all play hide and seek and shit. I don't even know my neighbors now. I know my next door neighbor barely, only because we've had altercations.
Ben says, I'm from a family of 6, 3 brothers and 2 sisters, golden children's childs. I was the black sheep. I was the only one disciplined, and I turned out pretty decent, but could have used more sperm parenting, LOL. Let's see.
Hey, we need to get Canadian up here. Canadian's freaking hilarious. I wonder where Jack went.
Well, they're getting ready to start up our normal session on Monday nights, Hondo.
Oh, yeah. I was supposed
They
to be
just
mine.
started.
They just started it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, they said they were going to do one around ones.
Katie says, I have it. I have kids. Yes, we live tightly on a budget, but it's not. It's so that we can live in a good, safe neighborhood and go to a good school to get a good, dedicated education.
I have to say that I agree with that to a certain extent, and then part of me doesn't. Being on both sides of the spectrum, having money and not having money, I think a lot of it boils down to how the child is raised. If the child is raised properly, they can go to the worst school, be in the worst neighborhood, and they will not get involved in drugs or gangs or anything like that, especially if they still continue to have a strong parenting and a strong home structure. Yes, you do have the incidence of crime and all that, but realize even today is, if you live in a bad neighborhood, it's real easy for the news to sit there and say, oh, this many people were jumped. And I'm not talking about places, those cities that have like super hyper violence, but just, your general average, lower income, lower middle class neighborhoods. What people don't realize, for example, here where I live at, right? Like I told you, yeah, it's a really bad neighborhood, but where most of the crime happens, as far as burglaries and robberies and stuff like that, you're going to see that in the richer neighborhoods. And what neighborhoods people compare, that people think, oh, well, it's a great neighborhood, it's safe and everything, because like people from the hood will tell you, why am I going to rob my own people who don't have shit that have? So you're still going to have that crime there. And I've also personally witnessed where living in a city here in Florida that was actually ranked number 3 out of the entire United States as the best cities to live in and raise your children, and also low crime. Number 3 in the entire country, down here in South Florida, living there, speaking to cops and seeing and hearing and knowing personally how they hide numbers about, murders and robberies and burglaries where, yeah, they don't let it go out on the news and they skew the numbers. But again, it's going to be more difficult for that child. It may be, not it's going to, it may be more difficult because there may be more temptation growing up in a bad neighborhood. But again, you have to juggle it. And sometimes it's almost like a lottery, it's just, you got to take your chances. But again, is it going to be better for the child to be in a better neighborhood while mom and dad work all day and the child is being raised by strangers or the TV or the computer or whatever it may be? Or is the parenting and the bond between the family enough, where the child, can be raised in a so-so neighborhood and still be able to turn out great in both instances? But again, it comes down to personal choice. And most importantly, who do you want raising your child?
Right. Because you can't really trust anybody anymore in this world nowadays. You gotta be very careful.
Yep. And you know what I say? Just because teachers have like a police check or whatever doesn't mean anything to me. To me, that just means they haven't been caught for anything.
That's true. That's true. So, I agree with you.
Because I mean, look how many teachers have been teachers for like 50-something years before you find out that something happened. You know what I mean? That shouldn't have happened. And I mean, I'm not saying that they're all bad or anything like that. Obviously not. I would never. But I'm just saying you just never know. You have to be careful, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a doctor, even like anybody who's around your kids,
Yep. You can hurt. I mean, you got teachers, you got principals in schools. I mean, you see the news this teacher got arrested for sexual assaulting these students, or this principal just got arrested for sexual assault. You know, I'm just crazy, insane. But you know, it's not just about the bad neighborhood at all, only, but crime happens anywhere and everywhere nowadays. It's just not about the bad neighborhoods. I mean, it can happen in a good neighborhood. It can happen in a rich neighborhood. You just never know what's going to happen. It can happen anywhere. It can happen while you're sitting at a restaurant. Shoot, it can happen while you're at a wrestling show. Anywhere.
Exactly. That's true.
Katie says, I live in neighborhoods where you have bullets flying and drive-by shooting, and sorry, but I won't put my kids through that now. I have no issues with it myself, but not their safety.
And again, that's fine. That's a choice that, you know, you have to make as a parent. It's something that's individual and sacred to that family. And, you know, but again, what are you sacrificing to be able to get out of there? You know, are you now working 3 jobs, 2 jobs? You're never at home. You know, you feel your child is safe because you're in a better neighborhood, but you might also be exposing that child to more danger because, again, like Cargo was saying, you don't know who's around that child. You don't know who's raising that child. I mean, how many children are being raised by nannies? You know, how many children, you know, are being taken care of by aftercare programs, where most public schools now have an aftercare program, and, you know, the parents have to pay for it. And parents, well, it's part of school, so it's okay, it's safe. And, you know, yeah, sure, let's pay to have them brainwash some more and have strangers raise our children rather than us. So it's a balancing act, a juggling act, but it comes down to individual accountability. Because another thing is that you got to sit there and think is how many parents today will sit there and say, well, my child is a brat, or my child turned out bad, or whatever. But then when you look into the family history, it wasn't even the parents who raised the children, or they'll sit there and tell you that. They'll sit there and say, well, you know, it was the school who did it, or the nanny was a bitch, and, you know, she did. Well, again, if you were a true parent and doing your job, you would have been more involved, and you would have seen that and corrected it, or altogether prevented it. So it comes down to accountability as a parent.
And I agree. She said her husband works during the week and he's home on the weekends, and she works on the weekends. So, but like I said, it's like, okay, this, you go, Chuck.
He's exhausted.
It's just like the other day we was at Chuck's store. There's these teenage kids that went behind the stand, and their little sister's down there, and she goes, I'm telling mom, you know, like they were going to take something. They was doing something. 2 sisters right there going to do something, steal something. She goes, I'm telling mom. And they really walk out so quick. My question is, why didn't a parent come in that store with those kids? I mean, somebody, whoever's watching those kids, should come in that store instead of them going in alone and be mischief. That's anywhere, you know. If they're outside, a parent should be outside watching your kid, no matter what. They shouldn't be doing, like G was talking about, they shouldn't be on their phones, on the internet. They should be out there with the kid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, you lay down, you spread your legs, with the man that's supposed to be in your life, or you may not be in your life. You may be the only parent. You should be out there and watching the kid.
Don't be out on your phone sitting talking on the beds, leaving the kids on the phone.
Right.
Chuck, get your butt in here.
Chuck, get your butt in gear. Get your butt in gear, she said.
No, I said in here.
Oh, get your butt in here, she said. Cargo should get in there.
He's being a chat lingerer.
Oh, I can.
Come on up and talk to us.
She wants you on the panel.
She wants me on the panel.
She wants you on the panel. I'll send you the link to your Facebook. You can go in the living room so don't lag or whatever you want to do.
All right, Jack, let me get prettied up.
He's going to get purdied up, he said there, Cargo.
All righty. But he told me he's always pretty, so I don't know what's going on with that. If he's always pretty, then what's he got to do?
He said he always told her you was already pretty.
I am pretty. I can get more prettier.
All right.
I'm gonna go Smee the Weasel.
Right. There you go. I just sent that to you.
Oh, I was gonna smoke a cigarette too.
Oh, I don't know. I may have failed. I hate these people who have to work 3 to 4 or 4 jobs just to make ends for the kids, and that's why this
I know it sucks.
Detention.
I would use her head.
Everybody else left. He's coming, Cargo.
Can I sneak behind you?
I guess. I'll sneak you over to the border of Canada, okay?
Don't do that. You're going to get in trouble.
Don't do that. You get in trouble.
What?
Sneaking you over the border of Canada.
Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for anybody landing in jail. I don't need that on my head.
She don't need that on her hands, sneaking you over the border. Where you going? Oh.
I think both of us will be in trouble. What do you think?
I think so.
I think both of us.
Carrie, will you marry? White Tupac just proposed to somebody.
Oh.
Diana. Could have everybody here that was on the panel with me tonight. Could have everybody that was here and still here. Oh, Crow, what'd you bring for supper? You grab me something to drink real quick. Be right back. What? What'd you say?
What did he say?
Something about YouTube life or something.
I didn't say anything.
Your YouTube wife.
What?
Oh, he said, would you be his YouTube wife?
No, I can't do that.
No, she can't do that.
I'm his friend.
He's being goofy. He's being really goofy right now. He's being ornery.
He's silly.
Yes, he is. Fried taters with sparkled cornbread in a tortilla wrap. There you go. Sounds good. I had a triple cheeseburger sandwich today for supper tonight or last night. And it was good.
Where's Julie tonight? I'm surprised she's not here.
She's been sick lately. She came in last night. Yeah.
She's okay.
I think it's this weather.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We got an outbreak here in West Virginia, and it's almost like the flu. It's really bad. Worse than the flu.
Here, people are getting sick like crazy. It's insane.
They say if you got the flu when this hits you, it's going to be horrible. So, make you feel like you're dying. Oh!
Get out of my way.
Oh.
Get out of my way.
I better move from that bar. I was like this. I said, I was like this. I said, better move from that bar. That would hurt. Jessica Rabbit, how you doing? He's coming on here in a minute, Cargo. He just came in from smoking one of them cancer sticks.
Uh-oh.
I'll read the chat to you if there's anything.
You're always behind.
I try to catch up sometimes.
What's he saying? He won't be able to read the chat if he comes in?
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah.
You mean you can have a YouTube wife?
What?
I don't know about all that YouTube wife stuff. I'd rather have a real wife.
I think they're just playing around, trying to have fun, being silly.
Oh, no, I was reading somebody's comment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was reading somebody's comment.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'd rather have a real wife than keep me warm when I'm cold.
Uh-oh, Mama Sharon. That's a hint.
She's asleep.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Chuck's
How's Rui doing today?
Huh?
I said, how's Rui doing today?
He is doing good. It took him a minute to go to sleep, but he's doing well. He had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and they lowered his medicine. He's doing better with his breathing, and his asthma.
Yeah.
So.
Did you tell him how I was so proud of him for doing his physiotherapy like that?
You will see a part 2 Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
1 o'clock.
Are you going to film it again?
Yes, I am. Every Wednesday.
Awesome. Yeah, he did so good. I couldn't believe that was his first time. That was great.
Every Wednesday he goes at 1 o'clock. What'd you do?
Nothing. Send me that link again.
It's in your Facebook.
That's where it takes me to my app.
Okay, I'm going to call you in. Hold on a minute. Let me.
Uh-oh, guys.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, my eyes are tired.
Very tired.
Oh, it's my sinuses.
You off tomorrow?
No. I'll have to go in for
10:30. You already, here, I was going to say, what do you do? Already changed the time?
What's going on, Jess?
I had to call him in. The link's not wanting to work right.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
Yeah, some of the guys were having a problem with it too when we put it in a different chat. So I just went
when I
copied and pasted the link, and then it worked, I guess.
Are you ringing yet? When I give that link before I start the live stream, and when I go live, it changes. Let's just start.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Any of my live streams I've ever done, it's just me because I didn't know how to do it on Hangouts before.
I gotta
Jimmy
teach
taught
him.
me one time, but I've got to get him to help me out again because for some reason the second time I tried it, it didn't work. So I'm going to sit with him and do that one day and figure it out so that I can have a panel because Patch keeps saying, when are you going to have a panel and have me up there? So I told him, I said, I will get with Dewey and I will figure it out. And then if Dewey's on with me and can walk me through it, then I can do that. And
I can walk you through it.
It'll be fun. Yeah, that's cool. Not tonight, though. We'll do that another time, but...
No, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But I think it would be good.
Yeah, I can help. I can help you. You want to go in there, Chuck?
Hey, Mr. Smee, where's your hat?
You have to go in that way because it's echoing.
Why is it echoing?
Because you're right here. I'm right here.
Oh, your voice and my voice. Yeah. Well, here, let me get all. Get me some lemonade real quick. Ooh. Pop.
Hey, Becky girls. How are you?
He shut me out of the kitchen.
I know. I got the food to myself.
Shut up, you're echoing. Oh man, look, I get the comfy couch.
You better not go to sleep.
Hush.
Can you imagine you're sitting here, all of a sudden you hear Chuck snoring or talking in his sleep?
I've got Chuck several times on video.
He's got that Mr. Smee in him, so if he starts falling
That's
asleep
right.
and talking in his sleep, he's going to end up talking about Peter Pan or something.
That's right. That's right.
You
So
make
how are you doing,
Laura
Carter?
smile, Chuck.
Oh, I do. Oh my goodness.
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, you feeling any better?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can hear it still a little bit in your voice, but it sounds like you're doing better than you were the last time we talked.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
Awesome. Glad to hear.
it went into a sinus infection, and now I'm just waiting for it to hit the old bronchitis.
Oh, okay. Diana, actually, it's an Ewok stuffed animal. That picture is from when I did a collab with somebody for a Star Wars video. So everybody always thinks I'm holding a dog, but no, it's a little Ewok.
It's an itchy mama.
Hey, Miranda's in here. Awesome.
Miranda.
Hey, Miranda.
I can't see the chat, so. I like it. Have you seen the new Star Wars?
Cargo.
Uh-oh. Cargo.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute for a second there. My headset apparently gives off some sort of buzzing. I can't hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
I can hear it. So
Usually when it's in your wire.
But I couldn't unmute it for some reason. I have seen the new Star Wars, and I wasn't as impressed with it as I was with the last one.
Right. True. I don't know. I think there's going to be another one that's probably will explain a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much and give it away for anyone who hasn't.
True. That is true. Yeah, look at him. You should have seen him the other day. He was sitting there walking around the house. He was sitting there walking around the house shooting spaceships or something.
Oh my God, my kids got those VR things for Christmas. And it was funny because my husband put one on when we were at his aunt's house Christmas Day. And he was walking around and he was like trying to swat at stuff and he almost walked into walls. It was so funny. And like, no, don't do that. You're going to fall down or you're going to walk into this or whatever. So we were trying to like coach him through it. But oh my gosh, it was hilarious. I wish I would have had it on video because it was so funny.
That would have been funny. That's for sure. Watch him. What you looking at?
I am jumping out of the plane, flying through the air.
Oh, he's doing the plane jump.
And here we go. That brings us back to the whole topic that started at the beginning. This is what happens when you leave your kids attended or unattended.
Unattended. That's right.
They do things like Jesse.
Mm-hmm. You're a little sidetracked there. I had to rig that thing up with a what was there was an old one here. I had to take it apart and fix it up there for him because it didn't have a headband on it. What was that? Someone had some fun. He was watching it. He was watching that 80-year-old woman fly out there.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids have one that it's like scenes from the It movie or whatever. But mind you, I say that and people are going to be like, "What? Your kids watch that?" My kids are teenagers, just to clarify.
There you go. That's true. Yeah. What was it, that one? That lady jumped out of the airplane and the instructor about lost her. And they fly all the way down. One of the other instructors had to glide himself over to him and try to help her up into the contraption there that held her, and they couldn't do it. They almost lost. She was like 80-some years old, but they couldn't get her up in there. So the guy finally landed, but no one got hurt. But it was. He said it was an experience that he'll never forget.
Yeah, I bet. Grandma got run over by an airplane. Never mind reindeer.
Oh no. Well, there was one I was watching too. The girl jumped out and survived. Survived a parachute jump. So she bounced about 4 times and whatnot. She only came out with just scrapes and bruises.
Oh, jeez.
No broken bones or anything. I'm like, man.
The other day to Vinny G, and he was telling me something about people who would wear like these Velcro suits and get thrown at the wall or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this whole thing going on in the chat. So I said, actually, you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad time when you think about it. Like if you have a Velcro suit and the wall is padded or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting all twisted here. So then somebody brought up the point of, oh, you should put on one of those suits and jump off a trampoline at the padded wall. And I was like, you know what? I would do that.
They used to have that on the David Letterman show.
Yes, that's right. They did.
Yeah, they did.
I used to love that. And when they would do like the top 10 stuff and have the kids come.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Science experiments and stuff. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, Larry Bud Millman, when he was on there.
Yeah.
Toast on a stick.
Clean her up again, please.
What?
I'm in the bar. Oh, she dropped my tray. What the heck?
Oh my God, Carco. What are we going to do with him? Here, hold it up to the camera.
I can't.
Why can't you?
Because I'm watching him.
Oh. That ain't right.
I'm in a war or something.
You're in a war.
Look up, Jesse, and see what you see.
I see a box. I'm underneath the bridge or something, or no, train.
Oh my goodness. Well, I thought you just said someone dropped your drink.
I never get my drink. She dropped the tray.
She dropped a tray and now you're under a bridge?
No, I'm actually in a train.
What are you in a homeless shelter or what?
There's some guy in an army suit.
Okay, what do you see if you look at the floor? Not the door, the floor.
Actually, I'm in a tank.
He
I don't think
sees
you know
this,
where you are.
he sees
I'm in a
he
tank.
sees he sees the same thing she did. Nothing.
Oh God, I'm right in the middle of this war here.
Good Lord. I might have to try that
not
one.
Talking to anybody in there yet?
I know. Big time. You didn't look down her shirt, did you?
Try not to.
Uh-oh. Better not. I'll be telling Mama Sharon.
That's right. Might have to go in there and investigate that one.
There you go, right?
So what was that with World War II?
Yeah. King Tiger.
King Tiger.
What I said.
Ooh. Okay.
Tank. Tanks.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know. What happened?
Something popped up on my screen. Don't know what it was.
Look at the chat, Chuck. I've even got Laura calling you Smee now.
Smee? Oh, yeah.
That's how I know I've succeeded.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No.
She's like Chuck, a.k.a. Smee, LOL. Just kidding,
Smee.
LOL.
I'm gonna have to find me
I love it.
a shirt that's too small.
I'll make you one if I have to.
Shows my belly button. And come in, go find a shirt that's too small. To wear with my red toboggan.
Sit on your head and try to shave you.
Do what now?
I said, just don't let a pigeon sit on your head and somebody try to shave you.
Oh no, that's true. That's true.
Let's see.
I think I made some pretty good lemonade.
I done Star Wars the other night.
Who?
Star Wars.
What? Oh, there was a Star Wars VR.
Yeah.
My goodness. He's all into that thing now. He's concentrating on that.
You be? Look at the way it fluffs his hair so nicely.
I know. He needs another haircut.
I'm donating my hair.
You ought to donate that beard.
Just one or all of them?
Do what now?
You said he needs another haircut. And the way you said it made it sound like he only needed just one of them cut. So I said, just one or all of them?
Yeah, just one.
Which one?
He needs to donate that beard. Oh. What was that one?
That was WWE.
Oh. Good Lord, get the Big Show smacking down. No.
I'm here to take you on a virtual lap of VIR in the AMG GTS.
Oh, I'm going to ride in a nice car, baby. Let's do it.
Oh, you forgot to put the back on.
A lot like the old SLS.
Oh, well, I'll hold my phone, make sure I don't go nowhere. How's that?
Now you're on the Star Wars one? Or something different? He doesn't know.
I don't know what. He doesn't know.
Oh, God, this dude's going fast.
What are you watching?
He's taking me in this nice, fancy race car.
Oh, I thought you said you were in a Star Wars one.
No, I did that the other night.
Oh, okay. Now you got to look up and down and all around and see what you see. Tell us.
If I don't get seasick going around these curves.
We need a play-by-play. Come on, Jesse.
That's right.
We need a play-by-play. We want to know what you see. What's going on?
I'm on the track, racetrack right now.
Was it oval track? Formula.
I'm in a yellow race car.
Let me guess. You just keep going left over and over again?
Left and right, left and right.
Oh, gosh. He's in the Indy 500.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was watching this Star Wars one the other night, and this after it ended, there was a woman that had like smog around her legs and her breasts and stuff, and she's like, "I made you a special drink. It has sleep and stuff in it, poison in it, but it'll make you feel so good."
Who are you talking to, Jesse? It looks like you're talking to the doorknob.
That's what the video I saw the other night.
He doesn't know where he's at.
I love it. He's looking in the total wrong direction. He's so in the zone. Oh my gosh, this is great. Thank you, Diana.
Oh my gosh. Are you looking straight ahead there, Jess?
I'm going with the car.
Where is it taking you? You think they'll pull through the McDonald's drive-thru for you?
Oh yeah, order some McDonald's.
And dude don't even have a seatbelt on. There's no back seats. What the heck? It's a bar in the back.
There's a bar in the back. Better order you a drink. Oh, I think he's getting a drink.
Hey, look, I can turn all the way around. Fast seat.
I think he's lost it.
Who's
I think he's
back
lost
there?
it, Carter. Oh God, he's gonna start leaning.
Oh my gosh.
Look out, Jess. Look out. He's gonna wreck.
GG. Oh, he does have a seatbelt on.
I love it. Oh my God. Sometimes I think it's more entertaining watching people do that than it would be to actually watch it.
Yeah, I know. Big time. Oh, about lost my drink.
Uh-oh. Diana says next will be a hot tub in the
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
no.
International Raceway for our 9th annual lightning lap. We're going to take you for a hot lap in this 2016 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Let's go.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
Mazda.
Hi, I'm your technical editor at Car and Drive. And you're riding.
Hi, Aaron.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
There's probably some girl sitting there next to him here with
What's
a
this
low-cut
button do?
blouse.
What's that button do?
Press it, Jesse. Let us know.
I'm trying to. Nothing's happening.
Oh my God, I love it.
You sure that was a button?
Cool. They got
Oh, Miranda said there's going to be a stripper in the back seat, Jesse. Watch out.
It has a capacitor thing where you open up a door and put your stuff in the middle. Okay. How about you slow down a little bit?
You tell him, Jesse. He's going to get a speeding ticket.
What the hell just touched me?
Something's touching you.
Oh, shit!
Oh my God. Poor Jesse's gonna have a heart attack. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Chuck, we make a good team.
Yes, we do.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Look there, he booted me off the internet.
I didn't boot you
Can't
off.
believe you didn't hear you speaking up.
Snuck up here. Oh man, that's a pretty good one.
Oh, that was awesome.
There, I pranked you.
Heck, I'd almost pay to see it again.
You've been trying to do pranks all day. Got you on that. Why's your red face there?
You better watch it now. He's fighting his next move and get revenge on you, Chuck.
Renee said I did that with my Minecraft. I killed by a spider and walked right into his bed. My two sons couldn't stop laughing. LOL.
I can totally picture that too.
Oh man. Well, that'd be kind of cool to play Minecraft with him.
It would.
I think it would be kind of neat. Oh man.
Guys, coughing up the lung over there, so I gotta go check on him, make sure he's all right. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn you!
Not damn me. Look.
Damn you!
Look, I'm the one that's comfortable. Look here. Look here. Look here. I'm the one that's comfortable. Look at sprawled out here like you. Got my lemonade. Come on. There's room. There's room. Somebody wants to join me. Not you, Jesse.
I'll come and jump on you.
There's room right there.
I'll come and jump on you.
Right there.
I'll come and jump on you.
Come on.
All right.
No, not you. Not God darn it. Oh, no. Oh God. No. I'm hurting.
Are you okay?
I think you squished one.
Oh my God.
On live cam.
Yeah, I know. I missed that one.
Oh, that's right. I don't use it. I don't use that thing anyway. Oh.
I know what I missed now, but
oh my God. He came and sat on. I was sitting there on the couch like yes. I said, "Come on, I got room. I got room." No, he come in here and sat on me and crushed one.
You better watch it. He'll come in and put some wrestling moves on you.
Oh, I know. I said, that's all right. I don't use the thing anyway. I said, I don't use the thing anyway. Shoot, every time I go pee, moths fly out.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'll pay for $200.
Do what?
Miranda's things I need to know for $200, Alex.
Miranda said I had a flashback. I said, yes, I did.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. There you go.
Well, you guys, I'm going to jump out of here because my husband's sick and he was coughing like crazy and he told me I'm being too loud. So I'm going to get off of here because I don't want to be loud and keep him up if he's not feeling well.
Perfectly all right, hon.
We love you, Carter.
Right. Thank you for having me, Jesse. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
You too, hon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope. Oh. I hope it's nothing serious.
I hope not either.
Oh, I'm hurting. I'm tearing up now.
You'll be hurt tomorrow for sure. Later on today.
I don't think I can walk.
I'll be like one of the cartoons. Guy got a shirt and pants.
Oh. Might have to get me an ice pack.
We're out.
Do what?
We're out.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh God.
Her husband's sick.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
You asked for it, Chuck, Renee said.
No, I didn't. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for you. I didn't ask for you. Oh, God. You wait, brother. You wait. Oh. Anyway, so what's everybody doing? Nothing? You laughing at us?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're laughing at my expense. Is that what it is? Oh, I forgot I had that shirt on. For the Horse Network.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that one here. Let's see if I don't know if you'll see it or not. Oh. Straighten it all up here. There. Can you read it?
Mm-hmm.
What's it say then?
Goblet tours your dream.
Yep.
Diane said you even asked for it, Chuck.
Oh, I did not. I wasn't. Oh God, I was
Miranda
asking
said
for
that
him.
was so funny.
Oh my God.
Cargo's laughing too. Blah ha ha ha.
I'm hurting. How much you weigh again?
I weigh 330 pounds.
Oh man.
plus the 10 extra pounds on top of those 3 burgers.
Oh my God. Yeah, I felt every
pizza.
I think I felt every pound of it too.
Everybody's saying you deserve it. Everybody's laughing at you. Much love, dear Cargo. We love you.
Hey, that's why we love bringing entertainment.
That's right. I have not laughed that hard in so long.
That's all right. There were no cashews hurt in this process, okay? I swear.
Jesse's weights. What do?
Huh?
It says Jesse's weights. What do? I'm 330 pounds. I've been working. I work out every morning. I started working out every morning. Thanks to Chuck for giving me some weights.
Yep. Where they at?
Upstairs in my room.
Oh my God! You moved them?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put some paracord on that stick of yours over there in the corner. Can't see it, but yeah. Shoot, I only weigh 200 pounds.
Everybody's laughing at you, Chuck.
I'm glad. I'm glad I can make somebody happy, even at my own expense.
What I'm trying to do is take the body fat and turn it into mass.
You got a lot of work.
Well, no, I don't, because I'm still kind of built. So, all right, Miranda, we'll be here while I'm beating up Chuck.
Yeah. You're gonna make me wake everybody.
What's up, Mary?
You're gonna make me wake everybody up here.
Dude, we're not done in here. I said we're not done in here.
You're not.
No, we gotta clean that refrigerator off.
Clean the refrigerator off.
Inside and out.
Look, we do that tomorrow morning.
I'll be asleep. She'll be in front of the TV. But God bless your heart, Diana. That's how much my mom waited when she passed away. That's fine, Goldilocks. We still love you.
Oh, was she leaving?
She said, if you don't see me on here anymore, I fell asleep.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm typing.
Breathing awful hard. What are you doing in that room? I don't even want to know what you're doing in that room.
Look here, right here's my hands, right here.
Clean up your mess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, like I said, before I gained all this weight, I was built, guys. And I will get back to being built like I was. I can do it. I know I can. And I work out every morning. Forgive me, Chuck. LOL.
For what? Laughing?
That's what Laura says.
Oh.
Do you ask Chuck?
Yeah, Laura, I'm fine.
Are you all right, Chuck? Laura said.
I'm fine. I heard. Yeah, I'm fine. Just it just made my eyes water a little bit.
I work out every morning just to get out of bed. LOL.
That's a good workout. That's a good workout for me too. Yeah. I'm surprised I weigh 200 pounds. Now that's hard getting that lid off. Oops.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm talking about the ones that are losing weight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very proud of all of you all. They're doing this, you know. There's a lot of work, a lot of hard work.
Stay off the sugar.
Well, no, there's a lot of people that eat what they want in life now, and they still lose their weight.
Yeah, but the sugar is the most yeah, sugar's the one.
I actually may do a live stream one morning when I'm working out. Who wants to see me work out in the morning time on a live stream?
There you go. It's a little dark in here. There.
I'm glad you didn't, Diane.
Now, Mr. Guinea Pig. There you go.
All right, so I want to do a live stream one morning of me working out. Well, you gotta sit there. You gotta make your way. Come on, Diane. You can join us sometime. What's up, dude?
How do you mute this?
You need mute it? If I mute you, you gotta mute yourself. Come here. Come here.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I got it.
What was that, Chuck?
What was what?
I don't know. Do you usually work out? I did. I started at the beginning of January. It's a New Year's resolution that I started that I wanted to do, and yes, I work out every morning before I get in the shower, and like I said, I will do a live stream if I have some people to show up, I'll do a live stream to show me working out. Chicken teriyaki.
Where?
Right there.
No, that was 3 donuts. two nutty butters, 2 glasses of lemonade, and 2 ice cream bars. Right. My muscles go.
He was in there panting for some reason. He was.
That's because I was in there like.
He was panting something.
Full belly, and I'm sitting there like. That's what's wrong with me.
Well, then I'll do a workout around noon. How about that for everybody to be here? 12:30. Is that okay, guys? I won't get my shower to 12 till after I work out.
Very good. I can see the chat. So. Oh, Renee's getting her makeup. What? You don't have to look pretty.
What's she gonna make up for? Is she coming on the panel with us?
She's gonna get her makeup.
She must want to come on the panel with us.
You want to read your cat, I think.
I ain't seen nothing about it yet. Let's go up a little bit.
Here I am. All right, guys, what do you think? Should I shave it? Get more white than anything. Shave it all here. Here. What? What?
I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring Elvis out.
You'll bring Elvis out.
Yeah, I'm gonna shave this off.
You look like a Mormon.
I have the sideburns of Elvis.
We'll just shave all that off. Some black hair down. I'm caught in a trap.
Yes, shave.
Please.
That's what they said.
Shave it off. No, I'm not going to shave my goatee, but I'll shave it. I'll shave it. Yeah, I'll shave it. I'll shave it short. I get less forward.
You will look like the kids, Jesse. Well, if I shave everything off, then yes, I would. But I was talking about getting rid of this and keeping the sideburns. I don't speak to my husband for days. The last time he shaved his face. I didn't speak to my husband for days the last time he shaved his face. Are you going to come on the panel with us, Renee? Man, Jesse, your stream has 4 dislikes. Haters. I don't care. They don't bother me.
That's all right. Still getting
those. Love the haters.
Oh, I'm going to try that.
What?
Well, I'm going to try that thing where you can actually see who does that.
Around. Slowly. It's going to disappear. Something just popped around the corner. But I just saw a spirit, an image of something pop around the corner.
When I come to the corner there, I saw shadow.
Yeah.
Over there.
It was white right there where you are.
I saw the shadow.
That,
I saw the shadow around the corner.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, they're jealous. They're jealous because the haters are jealous because they can't get on the panel. Diane says she saw an orb earlier. Miranda says she has ghosts in her house.
Saw a ghost or an orb where?
Yeah, when he was standing here, I saw something white at the corner. And I just looked up, and that's why I went like this to him to walk over there because it looked around the corner and walked out back to the living room.
When I walked in there, I saw shadow.
K-Dog, what's good? It's good to see you.
Around the other corner.
I think Patch is gone, bro, unless he's in the chat.
I should shave all that off.
It was.
Oh, when I was on the couch.
Oh, wow. We have no dogs over here.
There's one over on the other side of the playground.
I mean, there's Carol's dog, but they don't bark like that.
No, it's a big dog.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's it.
If being a paranormal investigator for over 20 years now. You sure you have? Yep, we have plenty of mods. Appreciate you asking. Thanks for asking. Someone said they heard a dog.
Huh?
They heard a dog barking. They're saying.
Oh, they heard a dog.
Yeah, right here, like it was in the house.
Probably that dog over there.
Oh, my leg stuck. Oh, all right. My apartment complex is haunted like crazy. I have seen about 40 orbs floating around my apartment, and I've actually had a ball move and other objects move while on live stream. That's cool.
Oh. Did my camera switch?
Some spirits are not demons, they're Muhammad. Now, there are demons out in this world, but some spirits are not demons. Some spirits come to people just to ask for help.
Uh-oh. I'm yawning, guys. Oh.
I'll probably lay in bed and watch you, Renee. But there are demons out in this world, you know. But there are good spirits too.
Trying to watch my surroundings.
It is 2 o'clock. So. Well, I will continue thinking that, Muhammad. I will continue thinking that for sure. Because I know I've done this for almost all my life. That there is demons and there are good spirits and there are bad spirits. I'll sit here and argue with you all night long if I have to, and you will lose your thoughts. Because I know what I see and I know what's out here There are bad ones and there are good ones.
I dropped my phone.
But I will sit here and argue with you, and you will lose your argument. I mean, how do I know that you're not a demon, Muhammad?
Sorry, guys. Nose is running.
Go catch it.
The heat came on. That's why I sleep underneath 2 blankets and a comforter with the fan on. See, that's contagious. How many else is yawning?
I just confirm Renee.
Oh shoot! I just realized it was 2 o'clock too.
Here's Renee's channel. It'll come up. Yeah, that's Renee's link to her channel, guys.
I gotta stop and get dog food. Forgot about that. We'll go buy my dog food.
There you go, Miranda.
That light.
What?
That light was glaring.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's a glare off one of the
You're very welcome.
glasses. Up there. Oh my God, I couldn't stop. The pressure. Oh. Here it goes.
You started it.
What, yawning?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is yawning?
Well, that's why that jerk's gone. That's why I just sit back and I'll argue with him and I'll let you take care of him. You're welcome, Renee. Renee.
Here, I'm gonna, since I'm in the same room, I'm gonna go ahead and get off it.
Renee, you need to come up on the panel one time, hon. We'd love to have you. You come up to on the panel one time with us, you will enjoy your time up here. What the heck is that thing sit on? Should be on 71. That's why I put it at. It should be on 71. It's supposed to be. I will later if you want. I would love to have you up on the panel. We'll do it later on today. Next stream I'm going to do a workout stream. That's what I'm going to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you was on the stream or not, I have not seen Jewel. I miss her a lot. I wish I knew what's going on. Can you send Jewel a message? Huh? Can you send her a message and see what's going on?
She's taking the break from social media.
She told you that in the message? Yeah. Jewel's taking a break from social media. It's okay, Renee. He's talked to Jewel, and she's taking a break from social media right now. Oh, I'm good. I'm just tired. I'm going to go to bed in a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, this comes to the conclusion of the end of the stream. I want to say, first and foremost, thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for
I'll pop up anywhere. Oh.
Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Voodoo and his crew for coming over.
Yeah.
That was very awesome to have him on the panel with us. We love each and every one of you all. So we're glad that you all is here. And no matter what people say about you, we still love you and we're here for you. And don't let nobody intimidate you either, because you're better than them. Please make sure you go watch the replay on this if you was on the stream or not. And if no matter how many viewers come through, how many people come through to watch, please hit that like button. If there's 345 people come through, hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button so you can join our family. If you have hit that subscribe button, thank you for subscribing. And also, welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV's family. Welcome to our family. If you've been here for a while, like I said, we love each and every one of y'all for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress no more than to say, please check out the links in the description, guys. Just check out the links. You got my daughter's channel. You got 2 videos, I think, in the description. And you got the merchandise links. Check them out, please. We like for y'all to check them out. Get y'all some merchandise, guys. That's what they're there for. And we love each and one of y'all for being here. Seriously. We got a new shirt going to be coming out soon. So I want to see how good we're going to do in these merchandise before I make any other merch. Before I launch the shirt. So remember, we got a radio interview on Thursday at 12 o'clock noon. I was going to try to get Voodoo on for later on today, but Voodoo, I guess, is not feeling well, so I'll have to get into contact with him later on. So much love to everybody for being here for sure. Miranda, if you can send me that message on Facebook, I have a friend that is a artist, that writes books. I'd like to hook you up with, so you can get your children's book out there and get it on the market when you want to be at. So please send me a message and I'll get you hooked up with her, because I'm in the middle of writing a book myself.
Choked me out. Oh, he choked me out.
You're very welcome. Yeah, like I said, you said that's why I wanted you to contact me, because you said you've done got a children's book you did, and her books are on Amazon, and she does really good on Amazon. Excuse me, and that'd be the start to start at. But like I said, I like to hook you up with her so she can help you from there to get you where you're going. Chuck is choking, Susie Q.
You don't know.
Yes, the P.O. box here. Either. The P.O. box here in the video, underneath the video, is the best place to send gifts to. Any gifts you all want to send us, to send it to the P.O. box, guys. If you want to write us a letter, send it to the P.O. box. Guys, if you all make anything from, if y'all doing kind of crafting stuff or knitting or Chuck, help me with it. I'm not good. Knitting, crocheting, knitting, anything you all want to make something for us, You all want to make a dream catcher or anything for us, whatever you all want to make for us, feel free to make it and send it to us. We'll cherish that for the rest of life. Yes, I'm on Chuck's. Yes, I'm on Chuck's Facebook. Yes, I am. It's underneath Jesus Ruby Mitchell. It has a drawing. My profile picture is a drawing of my best friend.
Black and white.
Viper's Room. What's going on? Well, I've been summoned. You've been summoned? By who? Who summoned you? But thanks for being here. I still got to get Brenda's stuff out. I've just been really crazy here. Yeah, I got the address. There's probably a couple stamps. Yeah, I'm sure. 2 or 3 stamps. You know?
I gotta work tomorrow. I
gotta give it to you. Don't forget it. Don't forget it.
I ain't going upstairs.
I'll go get it, but I'm saying don't forget it.
I'm not going up in the barricade.
No, that's my barricade. Yeah, I'm on his. Like I said, I have a picture. I started wood burning, so when I get good at it, I'll make you something. Well, just like I said, if you want to make something that says the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on it, or if y'all can draw, you all want to draw, you want to do a paint. If y'all can paint, if y'all do paintings, and if y'all want to paint us, me and my family, feel free to do that, and we'll cherish it. We're hanging on a wall for sure. That's awesome. Thank you, Renee. But yeah, if anybody can do any like paintings, do paintings of people and stuff like that, we would love for y'all to do that for us, to do a painting of us. Or if you're an artist that you do drawings, feel free to draw us our pictures. You know, we got them. So, all right, guys. As I always say, wait till you see what we got coming your way next.
Keep it real.
Good night. Love you all.